Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I am Sailor Solitaire. Welcome to my channel. This is your mid-December 2017 tarot reading. This is a general reading. This is also an extended reading. So this will be covering mid-December up until mid-January 2018. So I'll see you guys in the new year for your mid-January update. But for now, let's get to your reading. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm glad that you've made it in your busy time, busy lives. Oh. Okay. Taurus. This is for mid-December to mid-January 2017. So the first card is going to represent the overall energies, maybe the major theme, major life lesson, or overall energies that will be kind of giving the overtone, the overall tone of the rest of the month, the end of the year, beginning of the year for you guys. Page of Cups. Okay, so to me this is like you making new connections, you being in a good place in your life right now, to be able to connect to people more, to be able to reach out to people and to open up to people as well. I feel like there's something shifting in your perspective or your attitude, and that is going to really change the way you can be close to somebody else, or you can be close to people in general. I feel like this Page of Cups is like you kind of doing that inner work, working on your own issues and your own sort of insecurities and all those kind of fears and doubts that are weighing you, that have been holding you back or weighing you down, and that have been building up these walls and keeping people kind of at a distance. I feel like within this time frame, like within this month and into next month, I do feel like you are going to be kind of healing yourself, and you're going to again have that shift in consciousness or shift in perspective or attitude, where now you can connect more closely to somebody, or you can kind of break down some barriers that you have put up, that you have been using to keep people away. This Page of Cups is definitely a call to love and a call to show more compassion, a call to forgive. This could be forgiving yourself for some of you Tauruses, but this could also be forgiving somebody who has hurt you, or somebody who, who didn't live up to your standards, who may have done their best but didn't necessarily, make the cut for you. Okay, it's forgiving them, and that comes from a place of healing yourself and coming to accept what happened or what they did or who they are. Also, if this person is still in your life, this is accepting who they are, and kind of making peace with that and just coming to terms with that. So I definitely feel like there will be more fulfillment, more happiness and joy in your life, starting off 2018 right off the bat, because I do feel like you are in a better place in your own heart, in your own mind, and you've kind of just I feel like there's a major karmic lesson, a life lesson that you guys maybe you didn't think that you would kind of get out of it, or you thought that this is kind of the distance that you would always keep between people. But I do see something, some major life lesson that you guys are learning, or some major personality, part of your own personality. Maybe it's you're becoming less stubborn, or maybe you're letting go of a grudge. And finally, I just feel like there's going to be so much more for you. Like the quality of your life and the quality of your relationships just gets better, and I feel like a weight is just kind of lifted off your shoulders. This is really good stuff. This Page of Cups is still, still indicates that, obviously no one has all the answers, and I feel like you still will have to kind of learn. And if this is about a romantic partner, obviously there's many things that you guys still have to work through, and that you yourself in your own personality have to work through as well. But I see that this is major progress, and it's a time now where doors just kind of open for you, and it's almost like if you were feeling kind of stuck in a box, or like you couldn't really, you were limiting yourself in some way. It's like all the boundaries, all the barriers just are, just destroyed. They're disappearing. So that's really good stuff for you, Tauruses. The next card is going to indicate something from your past or recent past that that will kind of give a little bit more information about this card. Okay, sorry, it was getting really hot in here. So the next card, let's see what that is. Wow, this Ace of Swords. Good stuff. I definitely see like a new beginning, a new chapter in your life coming about. And so this Ace of Swords is a new way of thinking, a new perspective. So definitely like relearning things, re-evaluating yourself, and kind of, I guess maybe there's been a lot of introspection lately for you guys, and like your outlook is changing and has been changing in the past, like in the recent past, tremendously. This Ace of Swords is, a new way of thinking. This is you quite literally, cutting the fat, cutting through the bullshit, cutting it all, cutting ties in your life. Okay, so I do think that maybe recently, it's been, maybe 2017 has been a time of kind of like, figuring out who doesn't belong, and kind of also figuring out what habits and what vices don't belong, what beliefs that you've held don't belong to your current framework, or that don't align with the life that you want for yourself, that you envision for yourself. And so I see that this Page of Cups, this new outlook and this new ability to connect with people and to open your heart up, has come from a shift in your thoughts and in your habits. So I do think that you have been making a lot of progress. You've been working really hard, and honestly, you guys should be proud of yourselves, because maybe not everybody, who knows you, not everybody in the outside sort of world, outside of yourself, in your inner world, they may not realize, how much growth you've really gone through, and how much you've developed, and how much you've overcome. But, I feel like you should maybe, especially around this time, the end of the year, just take a moment, to really think back on how far you've come, because I feel like you guys have really made it a long way, and that's not something to, just overlook. I feel like you guys need that moment to be proud of yourselves and to recognize how far you've come, just to kind of give yourself that, that recognition, give yourself that motivation then to continue, instead of saying, because obviously, again, your life isn't going to be exactly how you want it, but think about how far you've come, and, don't think that you're just because you've made some mistakes that, it's all, you should all just throw it down the drain, sort of thing. Okay, so think about how far you've come and how proud you should be. I definitely feel like you Tauruses are just like, you guys are just experiencing, a new, better version of yourselves, one that is definitely more compassionate. And I feel like some of you Tauruses might be questioning, like, just looking back and questioning how you thought the way you did. Like, how could I think this? I can't believe I did that. Like, and I feel like it's a good time right now to think about these things, and to just reflect, and to carry those lessons on with you into 2018. But you guys honestly should be proud of yourselves. Okay, so yeah, there's not too too many like negative energies here. Of course we still have 2 cards, but like overall this is just really good, like wow, very impressive energy. So I'm not just saying, you guys should be proud of yourselves, just I'm not saying that lightly, like you guys have come a long way. And the next card now is going to be general advice for you Tauruses. Wow, 8 of Pentacles. So now we've got earth energy, we've got cups, swords, so that's water, and air energy, and now we've got earth, the earth element, that's you guys. Okay, so general advice, to me when I'm doing a reading for, a sign and their element comes up or their card comes up, it's like, you stick to what you know, okay? Like you don't have to try anything fancy, you don't have to kind of try to do something too different or step too much out of your comfort zone. I do think that you should continuously challenge yourself, of course, but this 8 of Pentacles this is to me a card of hard work, a card of dedication, okay? So you guys have been doing a lot, you guys have been making a lot of progress, but now it's time to keep it consistent. And that's what I mean by remembering or recognizing the lessons that you've learned and all the things that you've accomplished to keep you going, to push yourself forward and to not throw it all away, and to find something to hold on to anchor onto when you just feel like drifting, when you just feel like, nothing matters, that sort of thing. So this 8 of Pentacles is definitely like hard work, okay? So I feel like you Tauruses, you can feel, in your heart what you deserve, but now it's time to make sure that happens, okay? Just because you deserve something or you are owed something does not necessarily, like based on your talent, does not mean that you will necessarily have that, okay? You have to put in work, you have to actually be dedicated and pour your heart and soul into something. So I feel like, maybe some of you are, shifting gears a little bit, and some of you have had, an epiphany, or you've had like the sudden realization where you want to do something else, you want to do this, or you finally figured out what you want to do, or where your life, what you want your life to look like. But now it's time to, not let anything hold you back, to make those connections with other people and to put in the time and to stay dedicated, okay? There's no room for inconsistency right now. You need to stay dedicated to your goal and stay motivated and make sure that you are learning everything that you can and applying that, most importantly, to your everyday life. To me, this 8 of Pentacles is more of like the things that you do every single day, and not, not like, okay, there's a big task that I'm going to do or some sort of change that I want to make, and then, next week or a couple of days later, you say, okay, well, I've already done that, I can stop doing that until next time. No, this is continuously an everyday effort, regular dedication to your goal and to what you want. And this is general advice for you guys, okay? So this is very nurturing energy, okay? Make sure that you are like putting physical like time and effort, like pour your heart and soul. Don't kind of sit back and let things happen, or sit back and tell people what to do, sit back and plan. You need to get your hands dirty. You need to get involved and actually like immerse yourself into what you're doing. All right, so the next card is going to be the potential or prospective outcome for you Tauruses on this current path. And we've got, wow, death in reverse. So major things coming, definitely. Look at this. Look at these cards. These are, to me, very intense cards, okay? Definitely like strong karmic ties here, or strong, karma playing out, where this is sort of like you stepping into your destiny, you kind of taking control of what's going on, okay? But you need to put in that hard work. I do see that you've been changing your thoughts and changing maybe your habits, your lifestyle, but you need to really, you really need to get yourself more involved physically whatever that means. And we do have this Page of Cups as well. So definitely I feel like there's something you need to let go of, or something you need to finally just fully embrace in terms of love. So this could be romantic, or this could be in general, like loving other people, maybe friendships or family. But I feel like, maybe you have been holding on to some things, holding on, or, letting yourself be held back by past traumas or past hurts, or things, even mistakes that you may have made in the past, or that maybe your partner has made. But now it's really time. This Death card is like, you need to let go and like let the change happen and embrace that change, and not hold on to what you can't control. There's a feeling here of like just, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. I feel like that's really an important lesson that you're about to learn, and that you are learning. And the only thing here is that, things are going to change regardless of whether you accept them or not. So, I mean, you can make that easier for yourself by kind of rolling with the punches, riding that wave, or you can resist it. But I do think that it's only going to delay your progress. And I feel like you have enough things to, not enough things to worry about. You have enough things to look forward to, okay? You don't need anything, any negative or, any difficulties kind of denying you of your destiny, and denying you of the blessings that you are about to receive. So for some of you Tauruses, I feel like you are kind of mourning something. Okay, I feel like maybe there was something very quick about maybe a death, or maybe like some sort of change in your life. It was very swift, it was very quick. And now I feel like you need to kind of pick yourself up, and you need to dedicate your time and your mind and your energy towards something to help you make yourself feel like useful again, make yourself feel like a functioning person again, and to really kind of gain your purpose back. Overall, obviously that's not for all Tauruses, but overall I do see like a major shift. Okay, you guys are making so much progress. Pat yourselves on the back. Honestly, be proud of what you've done, what you've accomplished, and just use that as fuel, use that as motivation, because like I said, there's still a lot of lessons for you to learn. There's still some things that you need to work on, but use, how far you've come, and just look at like, how before, like, I guess how far you've come, like how different of a person you were before. So don't think that you can't change. I mean, look how much you've already changed. Okay, so anything is possible. Don't be too hard on yourself. And it's time to really, put your money where your mouth is, or sorry, to like put your hands where your mouth has been talking. Does that make sense? Like, you've been kind of thinking about things, talking a good game, but now you actually have to walk the walk. I think that's a better saying. All right. So I hope that you guys found value, and that you found those messages helpful and enjoyable for you. I do promise that I will be uploading more content more often in the new year. So thank you for everybody who has already subscribed. Subscribe now if you haven't already. In the meantime, guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and don't let anybody take away your worth. I love you all so much. Give this video a thumbs up, guys, and more important than that, be kind to everybody, be kind to yourselves on top of that, and be safe, okay? I will see you guys in 2018. I love you all.